Hi, welcome to Top Nuggets. I'm Sebastien Richard. Top Nuggets is where we help believers, today's believers, in the areas of faith, personal growth, and leadership. And today I want to talk to you about our enemy, the devil. And there's an amazing passage in the Gospel of Luke. It's happening at the Last Supper. And Jesus tells these words to the Apostle Peter. It's very interesting. It's in Luke chapter 22, verses 31 and 32. Jesus says this. He says, Simon, Simon, Satan has asked to sift all of you as wheat. But I have prayed for you, Simon, that your faith may not fail. And when you have turned back, strengthen your brothers. So there's a lot of lessons in that short passage. The first thing is, it's very interesting to note that Satan has asked, so he had to ask for permission to harm the believers. And interestingly enough, apparently the permission was granted. So Jesus says to Peter, when you have turned back, in other words, when this has happened and you have recovered, go and strengthen your brothers. So Jesus knew what Peter was going to face and how hard it was going to be for him. But he also knew that when Peter would recover, he would be the one strengthening his brothers. But there's even more here, okay? I'm not a farmer. I grew up in the city of Montreal, Quebec, and I had no contact with nature or with a farm. So when I read that passage, I remember thinking often, every time I read it, what does sifting mean? And I tried to imagine what sifting was. And I got so curious that I actually went on YouTube and did some research to find videos of wheat being sifted. And here's what I found, okay? In the video I found, it was really good. It was very detailed. And they showed the farmer, the farmer was explaining, says, so the wheat is put in a coarse screen. So they have a big screen and severely shaken during the sifting process. So the wheat is put in the screen and it's severely shaken. Isn't that interesting? So remember, Satan wanted to sift the disciples like wheat. He wanted to severely shake them. And that's what he did. So here's another interesting part. The shaking separates the good part of the wheat from the debris and everything that is not consumable. So that shaking serves a purpose, which is why Jesus gave permission to Satan, because it was going to serve a higher purpose. But here's the number 3 thing, the third thing, which was so impactful when I read about it. I was like, whoa, it blew my mind, okay? Here's the thing. The farmer said this, okay? I can hear the wheat falling into the bin when I don't hear it anymore. I know that it's all sifted out. So this is the most important part of this lesson. When the farmer doesn't hear the wheat anymore, he knows that it's all sifted out. Satan is out to shake you severely, and he's out to silence you completely. Now remember that. That's what being sifted means in Satan's vocabulary. That's what he wanted to do with the disciples. And guess what? That's what he wants to do with you as well. And he will do his darndest to try and do this and to succeed in this endeavor. Now here's one question for you as I end this top nugget. Satan wants to sift you like wheat. What are you going to do about it? He wants to silence you. He wants to severely shake you. What are you going to do about it? This is today's Top Nugget. I hope it blessed you, and if it has, make sure you share this video. God bless you. Bye-bye.